Oh. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Veterans have served in our military. Even before the military existed, our Apache warriors defended land and family, and that same intuitive ways of defending home and family still exists in our DNA today. Our young men, our young women, it's instilled in them to continue that protection, that defense of our land and home, and they go off into the military, whether they are drafted or whether they sign up voluntarily. And the veterans now have served, some may have served in the war, some may have not, but still they have served their civic duty. There is no higher civic duty to me than to enlist in the military, knowing that the ultimate price that you will pay could be your life. And that is a testament to the ideals that these young men and women have, and these elderly men and women now who are fortunate to receive the assistance they do for these homes that are being built for them.
Good morning, White Mountain Apache Tribe and viewers watching from all over the world. I hope you are doing well this morning on this Veterans Day weekend, and blessings to each of you. My name is Jerry Glochet Jr. I am the Chief of Staff for the Executive Office of the Tribal Chairwoman of White Mountain Apache Tribe. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with you today. The two videos you just saw, the first one was the national anthem sung by Bo Goode at the 13th annual Apache Alliance Summit, which was recently held at San Carlos. And what a powerful song that was with the San Carlos Veterans Association color guard. And then the second video was shot last week at a special event held by Housing Authority. Their director, Victor Velasquez, also a veteran, had a little program honoring veterans. And so the chairwoman spoke briefly on that. So welcome to another Saturday morning. David Frawley from Nebraska, welcome. Let's welcome the Honorable Chairwoman Gwendena Lee-Gatewood of White Mountain Apache Tribe. Hey,
Hey.
Chairwoman. All right. Is it cold up there? You're outside, looks like.
Yeah, it's cold. My daughter's like, Mom, maybe you should do the show inside.
That's what
But
I did.
I said, no, I'll go outside, and now there's this bee flying around. So if you see me go like this,
Oh,
it's a
no.
bumblebee,
Okay.
and they're still out. It's getting colder, but they're still out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I happened to go outside at 8 o'clock this morning. It was 40 degrees this morning at 8 a.m. Right now, it's getting close to 60. So kind of changed really quick in 2 hours. But yes, Chairwoman, lots happened this past week, and we'll get right into it. And so the Veterans Day is or was on the 11th on Thursday. It was a tribal holiday, and
Hmm.
yet we were still on duty. Especially you and I, we are a part of the administration, I guess we could call that, for the Apache Alliance. You serve as our president, and job well done that you're doing. I think it's echoing throughout all of the Apache tribes. And so hats off to you. And then just a little bit of administrative work from me, but honor and privilege to be out there. Your thoughts on this summit that we just had?
I think the summit was great. We had all the enthusiasm and everything that was there, and it was good to see everybody. And we were mandated to wear our masks, and we were just really looked after by San Carlos Apache tribe. Chairman Rambler, hats off to him. He was a very good host, and his council. So it was great. We accomplished some goals and tasks, and went over our year in review. Last year, we couldn't have a in-person summit, so we had a virtual one. The last one where we were in person was in 2019 when we hosted it here in Honda. So it was great to be back there. We finished up about 2 o'clock, 2:30ish, somewhere around there, and it was really great. Really honored and humbled to serve as president of Apache Alliance, an organization that began in the early 70s when three courageous leaders in the late Chairman Lupi, Buck Kitcheon, and Wendell Chino came together and said, us Apache people need to unite in solidarity on our issues related to natural resources, education, economy, housing, every facet of who we are, and our united front to accomplish our goals. And it will stand in even more united strength, and very humbled and honored that that organization is still going forward today.
Very good. And so before I left at work, I think it was Wednesday, I sent out an email, a mass email to all of the tribal employees asking for their help and support in giving out names of their loved ones, their family, of any veterans that they may know of that hasn't
Mm-hmm.
been listed or recognized in the past. And to my surprise, coming back yesterday, boy, there I must have had about almost 75 names.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I just couldn't get to it, but I will add that on. And unfortunately, we won't be able to recognize or display it on the show today, but we will reveal those names on this coming Apache Scout in your corner, the Chairwoman's corner in the Fort Apache Scout coming out this Friday. And so hopefully, and if you're viewers out there, you know of or know of a relative or someone in your family, friend, relation that is a veteran that hasn't been recognized by us. And when I say by us, is the Chairwoman's office who puts these names out in previous Apache Scout. You haven't seen it in the past. You got your chance to do it now. You can email it to me, jglochet@wmat.us. So jglochet@whitemountainapachetribe.United States. So we'll talk more about the Apache Alliance later here, but also this previous week was a big day. Yesterday, Chairwoman, look at this photo right here, ladies and gentlemen, of this. I was listening to a song called Cake by the Ocean. Oh, yeah. All right. Look at that. And that was your day yesterday from the White Mountain Apache Tribe, Chairwoman. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chairwoman Gwendena Lee-Gatewood of the White Mountain Apache Tribe. Happy birthday to you. All right.
Yay.
So your day was yesterday, and so I hope you had a blessed, fun day yesterday. And happy birthday, belated birthday, Chairwoman.
Thank you. I had a great day, and I got a lot of great messages on Facebook. And Alfonso Tenejith Jr. even sang a happy birthday song in Apache, and it just made me laugh. And I had to have my sister listen to it, and we just laughed because he did an ending part in Apache, and it sounded so funny because I knew
Oh,
I knew that's why he wanted to do it, because him and Brandon, they have a good sense of humor, and they're giving me a hard time, but I know it's in a good spirit way.
yeah.
And we had a good time, and my kids, uh, they were just anxious for me to put the phone down and just take a break, and just it was my day, they said. So it's great.
You need that. You need that. I know text, phone call, email,
Yeah.
post, messenger comes in. It's relentless. It's nonstop. So yeah, sometimes you should put your phone away, Chairwoman, and I'm glad you were able to do that. And so again, just happy. I wish we had that uh, copy of that song, that he sang in Apache.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been good to see. All right, well, let's get down to business here. The dashboard, and we are currently in a lockdown. Chairwoman, I'll pass the ball to you.
Yes, we are in a lockdown. This is the second lockdown that was passed by Tribal Resolution 11-2021-222. Do lockdowns still work is a major point of contention in our community. This visual, while preliminary, seems to indicate it may be working. We've heard since the beginning that the virus doesn't move. It needs a host to be able to move about in our community. So when we stop movement in our community, we hope to slow its spread. Keep in mind that this resolution also closed all non-essential indoor gatherings. So the results may be a combination of lockdowns and closures of non-essential indoor gatherings. Have we entered another wave of pandemic is one question the EOC has received. And they do get a lot of questions on it. And based on the increase all over Indian country, the state, nationally, and internationally throughout the world, it appears as though we are heading into another wave. Locally, we've seen a significant increase in our hospitalization rates, primarily among our elders. And with every person and family in our community connected to an elder, what we do matters in terms of how careful we are. And as you can see on the dashboard there, we went up a little, and we're currently in phase 1. And the chart shows the steep decline. You're probably wondering, well, what does that tell me? Well, when we go into a lockdown, like I just said, you're stopping the virus from moving around. And the people that are in quarantine, you're staying put, you're not going anywhere. And then the virus just kind of, it just goes away within you, and then you recover, and the numbers go down. And that's what that reflects. So we need to remember to mask up and do our best to do our part during the lockdowns. Granted, there are some approvals of people being able to go hunting and wood cutting, those types of things. So remember that, and people that have to go to work, they have to go to work, those types of things. So the chart, producer, if you could put the chart back up real quickly. Di tehe no spin no husto dignila di dihlelo ka stala yaw A talaya naita he bitaya di no ha na izik no di huldeo alze izet nantan no hiche ay lahi nde handi sa banara chin shin dini konin isa nantan shiltiu dishiche ay lahi tehe no spi last week na dichi o beso sinanil layu ka naltihi yaw no ha ultuhin di na talaya na tayo ka hi do na inada awa ay inde tsikaisan inde ay yuraw sihon te nindio ay diko shiltida awla la a graphy a no shiltida ashlet len sihwa ana 350 or 253 a koi kashijeki h graphy das lastok achu phase 1 yeah, they kaila a and this week lockdown no histo digni a binada still the last and thank you, Mr. Producer.
And some good news was that it was supposed to be like almost 70 would be off of that list today, I believe, and
Yeah.
more tomorrow. So it's
Yes.
still kind of going down, which is good. Johnson Steth from Sangha. Good morning. Oh, oh. Chairwoman, I'm going to take a little sip here. Hold on.
It says, Jerry, you're a hoot. That's Brandon Letcher. He's out in
Hey,
Oregon.
take a look at
He's my Pine Top Coffee House. So, but
he's
Brandon,
Brandon
he's a
is
dear
your
friend. Brandon
friend. All
Letcher.
right.
Yeah, he's my I went to school with him in Sholo.
All
And
right.
he's now in the medical field and he tunes in and watches the show and he's in Oregon right now. So are you
Good,
drinking your
good.
coffee?
Yeah, this is some really good stuff. I especially like it.
You like the
Trying
Apache
to be
blend?
funny, but viewers, check this little presentation out. We got some good friends from Pine Top, and they called themselves the Pine Top Coffee House and Roasting Company. They actually roast coffee right there, and I frequent the place, and so you should too. Check out this little tidbit here.
I'm Mike Mockelmeyer from the Pine Top Coffee House and Roasting Company. What I'm doing today is roasting some beautiful Yavapai blend coffee. Our coffee shop is located at 1453 White Mountain Boulevard in Pine Top. We sell coffee by the cup, by the bag, and we also carry specialty drinks. Drop on by or call us at 404-277-0101. Thanks.
Very good. So check it out. They're right there in right next to El Rancho. Good guy Mike is there, and they always greet with a friendly smile. I switch it up with hot cocoa and good stuff. All right, Chairwoman. Boy, what a busy week, and it's still going. But we got one holiday done in November, and we got a big one coming up, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. So lots of things happening. But one of the things we did this week, your entire staff on Tuesday had to use some muscles that they forgot they had. And some of those old muscles were sore for a few days. What I'm talking about, check out this photo. Oh boy, that looks like a lot of cases of water. What you're looking at is a heister ready to get a crate off. And you know what? That's in Carrizo, Arizona. They showed me the water, Chairwoman. It is not healthy. It is scary looking water. Even the animals don't like to drink that water. And so, anyways, your staff, the vice chairman's staff, and Councilman Gerald Altaha collaborated and gave 36 cases of water to each household in Carrizo. And that was an all afternoon event. And so Carrizo, I hope you're enjoying the water. It's good that Councilman Gerald Altahall was able to secure this water from different places. But all of us collaborated and joined hands and worked very hard to get the water right in front of the porch of each of those houses on Tuesday. So good, good, good. And that's all we needed to do to try to put a friendly smile on the faces there, and it worked. I think a lot of the people were very happy about that. And so you were on the road, Chairwoman. You were on travel, and so you couldn't be there. But boy, that was some work. All right. Also, this past week was a tribal council meeting. Chairwoman, you want to share anything that was significant from that meeting on Wednesday? This past meeting, November.
Yeah, November 10, we had a council meeting. It was pretty much an all-day session. It was on K&B, and we had a very long agenda, but most of it was completed with the consent agenda. But some things that we did was amend the juvenile code of the tribe. We amended the domestic relations code of the tribe, and these are the legal sections. And we also discussed the independent redistricting that we're doing right now for the state of Arizona, and how on November 30th, all of you put that on the calendar here at Honda Casino. Arizona redistricting will be here to discuss, and we can provide our comments, our thoughts on the new mapping that they are promoting based on the census data, I believe. Jerry, you know more about that. We did an after action report on the trophy elk hunt. We will be having a special meeting with the guides. There's been some concerns regarding the movement of wildlife. We want our Boone and Crockett elk, and are we still, doing that? And yes, we are, but we have an after action review to determine what we can do to improve our elk hunt even more, to make the hunters and the whole environment more enjoyable. And our vice chairman is now on the IHS Direct Services Advisory Committee, so that was approved. We did a lot of approvals for publications and articles for the tribe. That just signifies their successes in the healthcare field and how they are helping our people, which can then help other people elsewhere. We're doing a COVID-19 surveillance state testing program with Johns Hopkins University and the Safe Schools program. So parents out there that are worried about sending their kids to school, all the schools on the reservations are equipped with the Safe School program. They test the kids every week. They quickly identify and quarantine them so school doesn't get interrupted. It's very important to keep the kids in school. Although opinions may differ, you have a right to disagree, but our kids need their education, and we have to do everything that we can to make sure that they stay in school. We did a lot of those things, and we had to table tribal enrollment, because when we do that, the council has to review the quantum and to see if they meet the requirements to be an enrolled member of the White Mountain Apache tribe. So it was a pretty lengthy agenda. We didn't end until about after 5. And I'm very happy to have the public listen in on those meetings through K&B. Before, we did it through live streaming, and sometimes our live stream, our internet is just, we're still working on it, and the internet would sometimes go out in the bandwidth. So we're excited with the new opportunities that have come abroad for White Mountain Apache tribe to strengthen its internet services throughout. This will benefit the hospital, the schools, the communities, in each and every home. So we're working and moving that right along. So.
Very good. Very busy week this week indeed. It was capped off with the Apache Alliance, and even though yesterday and the day before was a tribal holiday, what holiday. Yesterday was your birthday.
Yes.
You had to be asked to put your phone away, for crying out loud. Wow.
Yeah. And then
So
I
it's
and then I
always
had
busy.
a yeah, I had a visitor that came uh you know that wanted help, but when you're showing up on a holiday, or you know there's nobody at
Mm,
the office, you really can't do much. So
mm.
it was a little challenging, but luckily I was able to get a hold of the department head to get the answer that we needed. So those can be a little bit challenging, especially when you know, middle of the night and they have a question, and it gets a little challenging because sometimes they want the answer right then and there. So,
Mhm.
but I was very glad that we could get that straightened out rather promptly.
Okay, well, I'm still sort of reminiscing on the recent one. I mean, I'm still thinking about the one when we were at Mescalero. That was such a good time there. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's the Apache Alliance Summit, and so I'd like to talk more about that just a little bit there. Uh, would you show the banner, nice looking banner that was there? That was on the screen there. I took the photo and cropped it a little bit, but that's our official logo. If you look at that top circle, that's black and then under it is blue. That's actually an A. Right in the middle of those four feathers on the bottom, there's a gap. So that's kind of like the first A, Apache. On the other side, the white top and the yellow bottom is the other A. It has another gap right below that third feather. And so that's AA, Apache Alliance. And so it was our 13th annual celebration, our gathering, and all those great seals on the top of the Apache Alliance. Those are all the Apache tribes. And I believe there are 9, I guess so officially, but one hasn't really been showing the Apache tribe of Oklahoma. So it's 8 that's been kind of active in and out. And so Thursday's event was attended by 6 tribes. San Carlos Apache tribe hosted. White Mountain Apache tribe was there. Mescalero Apache tribe was there. Um, Fort Sill Apache tribe. And Chairwoman, you're going to need to help me. Oh, the Apache tribe of Texas. And gosh, I think there was one more, wasn't there? Anyway, that was a good representation. You saw the video earlier from the national anthem. I did pan out to the whole crowd there that morning when we started, and so it was really neat to see all the tribal leaders from Apache tribes come together like that. And so the first right here is a photo of all the chairman, chairwoman, or president. And so starting from left to your right is the first one, the Honorable President Bernadine Burnett of Fort McDowell Yavapai Nation. Fort McDowell has that connection with the Apache from history, as they were at San Carlos for sort of like imprisoned for a long time, and they journeyed back to their natural homeland, and they've always been a part of us helping one another, Apache brothers and sister, and so that's how they come to be. And it was good to see President Burnett. She brought my brother, my long lost brother Waylon Burnett, and so that was good to see. And then of course our honorable president, Chairwoman Gwendena Lee-Gatewood of White Mountain Apache Tribe, and then the host, Chairman Terry Rambler, San Carlos Apache Tribe. And then to the far right is the Honorable Chairwoman of Fort Sill Apache Tribe, Lori Goody Ware. And so I believe she's tuned in. I received a mask. I will sport that at the very end of the program here. They got a nice looking face mask that they had. So Chairwoman, back to you on highlights or anything that you can recall that maybe I didn't cover here about the Apache Alliance Summit. You were presiding over it this past Thursday. You did a good job. Oh man, your opening remarks was just perfect. Yeah, go
Thank
ahead.
you. You know, Apache Alliance was started by my late boss. I was his executive assistant along with Jerry, the late Chairman Ronnie Lupi. And one of his marching orders to me when I became tribal chairwoman was to please keep the Apache Alliance going, and that it was really necessary that the Apache tribes unite and continue to work together because the challenges that are before us require us to work together and to accomplish our goals and objectives. And during my tenure as president, very happy that we, have been applying for grants. We've been awarded some grants, and we've been working on an economic development administration, small business administration. We're working with the BIA outreach, and some of the initiatives that we have done up to date is doing membership updates and outreach. We've gotten some sponsorships, which have been phenomenal in helping the organization move forward, and also following up on um, Section 17 corporations. We're doing an outreach to the Chickasaw Nation and also the Cedar Band Corporation and the Cherokee Nation businesses. And this is to help our Section 17 of Apache Alliance. And we are working with the different senators from each of our respective states. We're not just in Arizona, we're in New Mexico and also Oklahoma, the different Apache tribes and where they're located. So, and the advocacy, we're continually working on getting our small business development going. We continue to advocate for health. We continue to advocate for education, public safety, housing, workforce development, and employment. Where within that, it's housing, infrastructure, water, environmental protection agency, healthcare, public safety. The list goes on and on, but the work doesn't stop. And like all of you, something that is worth doing. Yes, it may be hard, it may be difficult, but it sure is worth it. Just like making sure that you look out for one another during this pandemic. Um, it may be a difficult task, or challenging at times to check on grandma or to go make sure that grandma has everything she needs, but you will never get grandma ever again. And grandma deserves to be healthy and to be, taken care of. And that's part of the responsibility that each one of us has to help others. And that's what Apache Alliance reflects. It reflects the ancestry of who we are as Apaches. We are the beneficiaries of their knowledge, the beneficiaries of their learning, the beneficiaries of everything they stood for, and the prayers for those children not yet born, so that they could accomplish their goals and dreams and to make something of ourselves. And we are those children today. And it's up to us to continue that dream. We cannot slacken our pace. We have to roll up our sleeves and keep working. And like Chairman Lupi used to say, you got to put some sweat in your brow to get things done. And that's always been the case. I remember as a young girl when I was looking at a flat tire, and he told me, "Can you go anywhere with a flat tire?" And he's telling me this in Apache. Yeah, and I said hara, meaning no. And he would say, "Koyu hayu nas chiriga." Naspil bitjaki saut a banara sa aho beelzuli kaunea tandas awa kilto ki nalwati how nats ziki to da kate to hana zizira yejuj edikes yejura saya stayu tisla chule etera awaras kona hati begina to zikos handi shedo dash chain da wasal de the lashindi a ko gori nahi ade, and that's what my dad would say, and what he said was, you're not going anywhere on a flat tire. You have to change that tire. You have to change your attitude to get somewhere. If you're always rolling around in misery, negative comments, and just being pessimistic, you're never going to get anywhere, Gwendena. You got to change your attitude. You got to look optimistic. And if challenges come your way, then so what? You roll up your sleeves and you analyze it and you figure out a way how to get beyond the challenge. And you will, as long as you put the effort into it. And I've never forgotten that. Sometimes it takes a little while to get things done. It's not at the snap of your fingers, but you have to have teamwork. You have to work with one another. And I'm so glad and humbled to work as the president for Apache Alliance for all the Apache tribes, working with esteemed leaders in Bernadine Burnett as my vice president, secretary treasurer Terry Rambler. Each one of them are fighters in their own right for their respective tribes. Bernie is businesswoman of the year for Arizona, and she is president of Fort McDowell Apache Nation. Terry Rambler is chairman of San Carlos Apache Tribe, and they've done well. And if things were easy, we wouldn't need the Bernie Burnett's, we wouldn't need the Terry Ramblers or all of the other leaders. And because it isn't easy, we have people in respective roles that do what they do. Just like all the people there that are commenting, each one of them are gifted with their talents. They're gifted with the things that they do to help others. And each one of us have that gift and that talent to help one another in our own unique way. And if we would just put that forward, imagine how much more we could get done. And I'm very, very happy for Apache Alliance that it has been going this long, and may we always keep that going. And I don't know if you have the rifle exchange ceremony, producer. It's a short video that just shows the Apache war rifle going from Fort Sill to San Carlos Apache Tribe. If you do, if you could show that to the viewers. If
Apache Alliance forever.
what just happened is San Carlos received the Apache war rifle from Fort Sill Apache Tribe here at the 13th Annual Apache Alliance Summit on the San Carlos Apache Reservation. Now, in 2019, I had the honor of giving the Apache war rifle to Chairwoman Ware of Fort Sill Apache Tribe in Oklahoma. And this time she passed it on to Chairman Rambler. So now they carry the rifle, and the next summit, San Carlos will then pass it forward. And that's been a tradition and a ceremonial event that we do. And Jerry was the keeper of that rifle, and I think it made him nervous the whole time that he's had it, because he tried to take it to Oklahoma, did all kinds of ways to try to get it to Oklahoma, but in the end he was the custodian and the official steward of that war rifle. So thank you, Jerry.
And that was a little scary because there's a dog to deal with, a cat to deal with, and dust or whatever, I mean, it was kind of scary, and oh man, please let it be safe. So I'm glad it got to the Chairwoman. Is probably, you hear muffled or it's hard to hear my voice, but I'm sporting the mask that was given to me. Look how cool that is. This is from Fort Sill. They gave that to me as a departing gift there. I was really happy, from Chairwoman Lori Goode Ware. And I thought she was going to tell me to do 35 push-ups and 68 sit-ups, but thank goodness she didn't do that, because I was supposed to send that rifle to her way back. You know, after the fact, Chairwoman, it's kind of funny. Not too long ago was my birthday, and one of the birthday gifts I got was a gift card, and it was to Sportsman's Warehouse. I looked around all over in that warehouse, the Sportsman's Warehouse. One area that I looked at was a little window outlet there. And you know what? You can send a rifle, because there's a lot of federal laws associated with it. And with that COVID thing, it was kind of even worse. But you could send rifle from them. They would certify all of that, you know, that it's not loaded and whatever. And finally, you know, a year and a half later, man, that was just kind of how it goes. But anyway, Chairman Rambler, he held a gun and said, Apache Alliance forever.
Forever.
Very cool. Very cool. And so, Chairwoman, I was also very fortunate to be among the leadership, and I grabbed a photo of all the leaders that were there. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. How cool is that, with the banner in the background of all the great SEALs from the tribe? And I was really admiring some of the moccasins from Fort McDowell and Mescalero and San Carlos and White Mountain. They're all kind of the same. Very cool, very cool. And so we had some different people there being a part of it. So just Freeport McMoran and Bluestone and SRP, they helped us with this event, and without them, boy, it wouldn't have been a success. So thank you to their companies as well. So I sat next to the Honorable Vice Chairman from Mescalero Apache Tribe, and he tells me that the inauguration at Mescalero is going to be in January, and so we should try to head out there. He gave us a verbal invite, and he said that there will be a formal invite in the mail very soon, Chairwoman. And so Eddie, and I forgot his last name, I'm so sorry. But I sat next to him, and real cool. I was kind of whispering towards him saying, you know what? When I was there at Mescalero for President Aguilar's blessing event, one song still sticks in my head. And then he says, which one? Should I sing it to you a little bit? Yeah, okay. Away, you know, hey yo. Away, you know, hey yo, oh, hey yo. Yo, hey yo, no, hey no, hey yo, oh, hey ya, hey, 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 oh, hey ya, hey, 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 oh, hey ya, hey, yeah. And then he looked at me. That's good. That's good. Keep it up, brother. So yeah, so that was pretty neat there, and I believe he's going to be the next president of Mescalero Apache Tribe, if I'm not mistaken, Chairwoman.
Yeah, he is. Martinez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You got it. You got
Yeah.
it. And so that was a neat photo at the end, and it was good to have a good attendance. The following day was the golf event, and I ran into the vice chairwoman of Yavapai Apache Nation, and Tanya
Lewis.
Tanya Lewis, yes. And so she said they were in session the day of the event, so they weren't able to make it. I guess something was happening at Camp Verde or Yavapai Apache Nation, so they would have been there. But all right, Chairwoman, any closing thoughts that you have? We just look forward and go. Oh, one thing I wanted to tell you was good job. I didn't get the photo of it, but they showed on the screen there the initiatives or what was accomplished this year. The 501c and all of that.
Yeah, we got some
Section,
grants. Yeah, we got some grants and Section 17, the
yes,
initiatives to outreaching to the other tribes, working with them, getting letters to Congress and leaders to help our cause. You know, we're making progress. It's maybe slow at times, but at least still we're moving, you know, closer uh, to getting things even more situated. And that's really something that I'm very proud of.
yes, yes. And hopefully we'll have Hickory Apache Nation back. Just a lot of things happening. So, but all in all, a fabulous event. Okay, and then one last thing that happened over this work week was just yesterday, early in the morning. I know yesterday was Chairwoman's birthday, and so I didn't really bother her that much. I figured she would need to be at home, in which she did. But I stayed behind and I got up extra early. One of the players was wearing this shirt. He needed this shirt right here. Ah, yeah, pretty neat. This is I'm sporting the golf polo shirt, sponsored by Chairwoman, her office, and they had a early morning tournament starting at 7:45, and it's like a scramble shotgun, something like that. And they had to register at 6. This is our team. To your left, you see Blake Loopy, TJ Henry, Waylon Truax with the hat, the big sombrero almost, Oriental hat. And then Terry Hill, the Cardinals cap. Brandon Tenejith Sr., he's our horseshoe champion, but he is one outstanding golf player as well. And then Charles Malone Jr. there. And so Team A were the first 3, and Team B were the second 3 to your right. And according to the scores, Team B did better for the 2 teams, and they were within striking distance, within range of the teams that eventually won. So all in all, good season. Alonzo Tenejith Sr. was one of our better players, but he had to forego due to this COVID outbreak. He wanted to keep his children safe. One has a health condition, and so he wanted to just be very protective. And I admire him for that, for making that decision. And so Chairwoman, they did really good. They had fun. Oh gosh, Terry Hill text yesterday, and let me read you his text, okay?
Okay.
Real quick here, if I can find it. Come on, Terry. There you are. All right, here he said, we shot a decent score, and Team A wasn't too far behind us. Scores were pretty close and was super fun this year. The chairman from Akchin was in our group, and so he's talking about Robert
Miguel.
Miguel. Yeah, I guess they had a little group at the 1 o'clock celebration. So all in all, a great event, and just a busy big week. And you're home now. I'm home now. We're abiding by the lockdown rules. We tended to business, and it was business. We kept our mask on. We were very careful. And fortunately for you, Chairwoman, fortunately for me, we both have not contracted this virus. And I hope and pray that it stays that way. I wish nobody to get this virus, and I hope they will all be safe, and we will all be safe. And so we abided by our own tribal resolution, but we did tend to very important business, and business is outstanding. We have a president and a chairwoman who is pretty efficient, pretty progressive, pretty respectful towards history, and has wisdom, energy, and just works very hard. And that is Gwendena Lee-Gatewood, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. And yeah, you might say, "Oh, you're biased," but I worked with the best of them, and Chairman Lupi was just, it was an honor to be with him and learn from him, and equally an honor and privilege to learn from our honorable chairwoman. Chairwoman, I'll pass the ball to you. Yeah.
I appreciate those compliments. On this Veterans Day weekend, you know, we're very humbled and honored to give our thanks. It's really never enough, I think, because they have done so much so that we could live here in peace and safety and to enjoy the times that we have with our families. And to our military women and men out there, thank you so much. Thank you for all that you do, sacrificing your own time away from your families. I have a granddaughter who's a Marine. It's my brother's granddaughter, but in the Apache way, your siblings' grandchildren are also your grandchildren. So, and then I have a grandson also, my brother's grandson. He's in the military. And then I have a nephew over in Texas who is in the Air Force. So, a lot of military in our family, and I'm sure in yours too, viewers. And we're very thankful for the veterans who have gone on, for their sacrifice that they have done, and the military that are here with us today, whether they're in active duty or finished their duty. Thank you so much, and to the families that allow them to help the country here. I'm just so very honored and humbled by that. And yesterday was my birthday. Very glad to have spent time with my family. And when I left Safeway last night to get some groceries, I had two little girls, two twins, and they're my neighbors. They just live right across the street from me. And they're like, "Happy birthday, Chairwoman," out in the parking lot. And that just really made my day, because they're just little girls, and they wanted to wish me a happy birthday. So all of you that did that on my page, thank you so much. Thank you for your birthday wishes. It means a lot to me, and very, very just humbled to be the leader of the White Mountain Apache people, and so proud of our healthcare team. In fact, in Time magazine, White Mountain Apache Tribe is featured in there because of their innovative COVID-19 contact tracing work that is being highlighted, that it could help in other parts of the world. That just shows the collaboration between the tribe, Indian Health Service, CHR, Johns Hopkins, all of the partners working together to achieve a goal. And yes, just so unfortunate that we lost some to COVID-19, and because of the work that was done, head on from the moment we got the positive to now, it has saved lives. And we continue that work. We continue to work despite COVID-19. And right now, our numbers, we were at 353. I apologize. Earlier, I said 253. But I can't implore you enough to ask you to do your part so that we can continue to enjoy what we want to enjoy, because nobody likes shelter in place. Nobody likes lockdowns. So a way to do that, the most simplest things, is to wash your hands, wipe the surfaces, and wear your mask when you have to. And although there are varying opinions on the vaccine, and I respect your right to your decision, whether you get one or not, but it truly has helped our people here on the White Mountain Apache tribal lands, and we want our members to get vaccinated if they so choose. We do have a health and safety code. Our leaders from many years before, passed a mandate that nobody shall refuse a vaccine aid when it's deadly and contagious. So, our leaders from back then saw something and made that a law, and it's still here with us today. So no hida no i hayo na kayo ataw zitsao na chigao te caught and the stihi out e bikeji di weekend ni te na sultan o hilto dignila e bikike aran ele yura e no ho di do lesla is it nantan ko is it be wahyo no handa is it nantan min al the ACHR, Johns Hopkins, it's like I said, in there no hinantai, no hindi na no hiwa, which I tell you, a no which or dindi not ten which and now tongue. The honey what's a get the leon zillo be one on car, be one on car, because he done tea shall de the car na stihi out ndio on car na nishida hile hola. Ai dan ni tatapon si to le so lada ni otlai ni okahi bits aga ekel da as da oda ni kenna ta do le li bi wan handi sa to ha hambish to yo shwats osketa dan zihi na kai deni ko se kai san in de dan sli ko down sli no ni ida koye do ha tel ha hayun kara panatil kes no hikihin dilto para yan ko no hida na kai ajoron tayo ba keran sira bigo yan ajoron zakyo at no hi ani kai bidara dilti on dilto awa panatil kes ana ahya ashonti de koya no tida another hida no ana thank you for watching the show. I really appreciate the interaction that we get, and the producer, the team that puts the things together. And it's all on a volunteer basis for us. And so very grateful for that.
Well said, Chairwoman. Well said. And I wanted to just say real fast, my late cousin brother, I could treat him more like an uncle, Lee-Gatewood Sr., and my father, Jerry Glochet Sr., they had the gift of writing penmanship. So perfect, pretty, beautiful, just looking at it on paper. And one veteran on my side, and I never met him, was Herman Glochet. That was my dad's father. And it just so happens he's a veteran of World War II. And I happened to show you, Chairwoman, the history, I guess, on paper that that I learned about it. And at the very bottom was his signature. And wouldn't you know it, my signature, which is really not the greatest signature.
It matches.
It matches perfect. That is awesome. But anyway, we have some kind of connections there with history, the past. And all of you just try to find it as best as you can. Remember our veterans. And so now we're going to end with this video and then a closing prayer. But a beautiful remark here from our very own Chairwoman Gwendena Lee-Gatewood to the veterans.
Hi, this is Tribal Chairwoman Gwendena Lee-Gatewood for the White Mountain Apache Tribe. As we are on the eve of Veterans Day, let's pause and pray for our veterans who are still with us today and those who have journeyed on. We are so grateful to our veterans because we get to live in this beautiful country we call home, and we get to enjoy time with our families and do the things that we love to do. We can't thank you enough. Ahehe nuhi salada danosli'i nui cha o nice kain disto abits ageo di ji o kura count o naita di Veterans Day bikandao yai o de is kahola hayu naras kayo eo da count o naras kayo relash atara on zao anadi zeflekaisaan in there bits age ahehe on our behalf of the White Mountain Apache people. We thank veterans all over for their sacrifice and for their service. Thank you.
All right. So, Chairwoman, any final thoughts before? If you don't mind, did you have anything in mind for closing prayer? If not, I'd like to just sing the traditional blessing song, if it's okay with you. But if you got someone to do the prayer, that's fine as well.
No, I don't. You can go ahead and sing the blessing song. Closing thoughts. I just want to thank the viewers. I want to thank the White Mountain Apache people. I want to thank everybody out there in this world for who they are and for the history that they carry in their hearts and for the things that you do to make this world a better place. Thank you. We live in a world that is bringing a lot of challenges to us right now. And we need to remember that each and every day we thank our Creator for everything that we have and move forward in that way. And you know, we try every day to make ourselves a little bit better, and we're not perfect. Something that my dad told us, to me, God expects a lot of you, Gwendena, but perfection isn't one of them, and only our Savior is perfect. But we try every day, Gwendena, to be better, and you need to try. And I was only like probably 10 years old in 5th grade, and I remember I was sad because some kids were making fun of my mom for her traditional Apache dress. And he said, that doesn't matter. The Hayata Dinjo. You just remember that you're going to school, you're going to learn all that you can. And what you learn, you're going to keep passing it on. And that's how the world works. And so for all of you out there who are teaching your children, your friends, what you know, that's a part of your legacy, and that's what's making this world a better place. So that goodness, we need to keep that going. So thank you.
All right, Chairwoman, happy belated birthday, Shinanta. Thank you. Thank you. All right, while the song's going, this is Pass from way back. I never met my grandfather, I guess, Herman Gloche. Turns out he's a veteran. One good thing that we have in common is signature, I guess. Maybe there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't know about, but we got connection to the past. This song here is a blessing song. It came from Kuspajit Latagolesin was his name, passed down and to right here, this house at North Fork. And I like this one. So blessing way in your own way, wherever you are, whatever goodness you have, be grateful, whatever struggle, pray that it lessens and go away. May your dreams and good wishes come true. Just short version, just 3 verses. That's all. I got no drum. Kind of, I didn't expect this, but it came to me just at the tail end. So, okay. Asta lena lena, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey ya. Asta lena lena, hey yo, hey yo, hey ya. Asta lena lena, hey ya. La ya he asta lenda lenda hey yo hey yo hey yo hey ya asta lenda lenda hey yo hey ya asta lenda lenda hey ya so kenini are you hai you shanto letlo atndina shitchendi dan ho dan the setlo yosin be dai Naya naya zane ambehandete digo behets ayer telyo asta tenda lena eyo eyo eya asta tenda lena eya neya asta tenda lena eyo 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 eya asta tenda lena eyo eyo hey ya, asta lenda lena ya, neya, tokenini ayo kohanako ditla gekwaza, ni kanako I, yeah, hey yo nizene, nako shojinli, nako tejindi, handit shabethla godiya, hey pichala tajita, haslena ando detyo asta lena ayo, hey yo. Hey ya, asta tenda lena hey ya, hey asta tenda lena hey yo, hey yo, hey ya, asta tenda lena hey yo, hey yo, hey ya, Asta lena lena ai. Naya he piklana pajit naya zane am behanitin kuspejit lataro letle anshabi oka o hana ishkinya o hana ilin di kona kogak was la bakwatsi hana de death yo asta lena lena yo hey yo hey ya asta lena lena hey ya ya he asta lena lena hey yo hey ya asta lena lena hey yo hey ya asta lena lena ya. Who? Thank you. God bless you all. Be safe.